Right, here's this big trolley jack. It's a Sealy 2200 HL V2 that's knackered. So I've got the seal kit for it now. Before ordering the seal kit, I wanted to make sure I could get the top nut off, which needed a 48mm socket, which is somewhere on the floor. Oh, there we go. It's on the impact there. So I needed a 48mm socket and an impact. However, so I then went ahead and ordered the seal kit. But really, everything needs to go in this end. Like the main seal on the piston, which is a blue thing that sits on the bottom there. You could change that and slide in from the end, but there's a fair chance you just bugger it up on the way in because of the threaded bit in the inner threads here. Even though actually they're on a slightly wider OD. If you're really careful, you can probably slide that back in that way. But you know, I'm not completely sure that is all that's wrong with this. And the seal kit includes seals for the pump piston as well, and all that sort of stuff, and for the release valve, which I'm wondering, is it that's at fault? So really, I want to get this side apart. And all along, I've thought if I have to get this tube out of here, I may as well give up, because there's no flats on it. I just thought, like, how am I supposed to do that? Anyway, it turns out the makers of sort of one of the originals of this design, Weber AC Hydraulics, I think Weber's like the UK distributor or something. Anyway, they've got a really helpful YouTube video, and it's the same. It's not exactly the same unit, but it's very similar, very similar actually. And when he pulls it apart, he just uses his, not quite a pipe wrench, but something similar to a massive pipe wrench on the thing. He mars up the paint. Doesn't seem to give a shit. And that's, as far as I can see, there's no other way of doing it anyway. Now, these aren't quite the biggest pair of pipe wrenches in the world, but they are gripping it. And at this stage, I haven't got much to lose really. If I bugger it up, I'll bugger it up. You know, I've had a go, and that's it. Anyway, it still ain't coming out. So, what I'm going to try is using the induction heater. Is that what we call it? The induction heat gun. The thing that you use on nuts. This is one of those, like, I want to buy a tool. What can I buy? What's cool? What will make the next job awesome? And you know, I've looked at these a few times. So I bought this one. It's slightly bigger than the standard AliExpress one. It's sort of the next size up. It's not all integrated into the gun. It's got a separate inverter or whatever the hell it is. Transformer, inverter, I don't know. It's fairly light, so it's not a transformer. Anyway, so this is one of them. Now, obviously, I'm well aware things will stop being cylindrical, could warp the shape, it could never seal well again, could bugger up and melt other seals that I can't get to. As I say, what have I got to lose at this stage? So I'm just going to try it. I've tried a bit of heat. It's just on here. It's not helped. It's quite cold right now though, so the gas bottle is pretty hopeless. I need to warm up the bottle, and just haven't done. But yeah, anyway, I tried a bit of heat there. It still didn't help. So I'm going to try and just get a bit of heat into this outside part of the pump here, and then a trolley jack extension bar on that. I'm probably going to snap this bar. I mean, I felt like it wasn't far off bending before, you know. I was feeling a bit sketchy. I had a look on Amazon last night, and I couldn't really find much that was bigger, to be honest. Like, struggling to find anything. I know it's Amazon, but I wanted something for today, which is a Sunday. What was I going to say? So, I haven't had much call to use this tool, but I'll tell you another thing it was useful for. I had a plastic moulding on the 1 Series. It was like an inner frame for the rear bumper cover, and it had let me think for a minute. That was it. I couldn't get a screw out, So one of the sort of typical BMW self-tapper style 3mm nuts was into this plastic, and it sheared off, and I wanted to get what was left out, and I couldn't get it out. Well, I used this to heat it up, which obviously melted the plastic a little bit, but it heated that inner portion of thread. But it was a little bit exposed. It was a tiny bit exposed that I was gripping with like side cutters and pliers and trying to work it out, and it wasn't having it. It was in too tight. So yeah, I used this, which obviously heated up the stuck bit of stud bolt, whatever. As I say, it's like the self-tapper style. The BMW use on like the under trays and bumpers and stuff like that. And yeah, it was good. Obviously I had to put a slightly larger screw bolt in afterwards, but yeah, I mean, I think there wouldn't have been another way to do that. So yeah, tools, you know, been useful on one occasion so far. So for this, I don't know. As I say, what I forgot to lose, I'll give it a go. I mean, the other thing is, I'm only getting like 2 windings on the, it's like the freeform coil, that one. So, you know, it comes with pre-made solid copper coils of various diameters and things. Yeah. It's got 3 of these, and obviously none of them are any good for that. But then it also comes with just a freeform piece of flex, if you like. I don't know if there's any rules about it not crossing over itself, so I'm trying to avoid. I thought I'd already avoided that, but clearly not. I just had the bloody thing off to stop it being tangled like that. Let's try that again. Maybe it's not possible. Yeah, that's. I want it like. As I say, I don't know if it matters, but I sort of want it like. Not on this, obviously on the pump body, but I want just the rings like that. I wonder if I could get a third turn. Well, I could on there, but I don't want it on there. I want to be on there, so no. Let's get that back where it was. So yeah, this may just not work at all. It may start a fire from the remnants of hydraulic fluid that's in there, who knows. Alright, so 1800 watts of induction going into that. Where's my extension bar? Oh, that's me. Don't know if that's in shot, but that's my trolley jack from an old aluminium trolley jack. That's my extension bar for that. Okay, let's see if anything useful happens. Let's put it in first, yeah. Okay, so I've got to make sure I'm not on the tube, because I don't want to warp that tube. Not if possible, I definitely don't want to warp that tube. No, two ways about it. Keep squeezing it. Now, I guess as it starts to heat we should see paint burning off, if it actually does anything. Paint and fluid should start smoking off. And obviously it only works on ferrous metals. Surely that's cast iron, isn't it? So I'm seeing like fluid, yeah, it's getting hot that. I'm seeing fluid running out of the threads here. Let's just stop and yeah, that's getting hot. Don't know if you can see, there's a bit of smoke coming off now. I don't think I want it glowing red, that's a bit much, but So you can see more smoke coming off there. Alright, that's sizzling now, so let's give that a freaking go. And we've got it! Fucking beauty. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Success. Cheers.